intimidated. We're going to have a silent prologue.
No, we're not.
I'm telling you something that I seen with my own eyes. As I passed that pond one day, that old alligator was teaching his fellas to do that Georgia grind. And I heard one of them say, oh Lord, it was a so-so, but the alligator pond went dry. Children, I'ma throw it on my back, loaded with a so-so. But I had to get a pie and dry. Well, now, boss, I'll tell you something I seen with my own eyes. As I passed that pie one day, that boy alligator was teaching us Bibles to do that Georgia grind. And I one of them say, oh Lord, it was a so-so, but the alligator pine went dry. Oh Lord, it was a so-so, but the alligator pine went dry. Oh, but that old Mr. Alligator got real hot. He said we gonna have this function whether it is in it water or not, yet it was a so-so. The alligator pie went dry. Oh, Cecile, can they have? There wasn't no drop of water in the pond when he got back. Lord, it was a so-so. The alligator pond went dry. There we go. All right.
For those who were tuning into the Seals and Crofts cover band, this is the wrong channel.
Yeah.
But we think you'll have a good time.
That was a song. Who was that by? That's by
Victoria?
Jimmy Carter's lesser-known other brother.
Oh, not Bobby. Billy, not
No,
Billy.
No. Yeah, he was more of a news-seeking booze hound. No, I'm thinking of Trilby.
Trilby Carter. Okay.
Yeah, he he led a more quiet life. You know, the contemplative life of the creative. There was actually a song by Victoria Spivey called "The Alligator Pond Went Dry," featuring Mr. Captain Ahab, John Dryden on the piano. Yeah, and this is a return engagement, despite Google blasting our content as shocking the last time we played here. The comparatively more subversive anarchists of Art Boutiki had us back anyway, which we're very grateful for.
Yeah.
recognize that?
I recognize it, yeah.
Well, I went fishing in my pocket looking for $1, man. I didn't find nothing, so I heard me holler, I'm broke. Good Lord, I'm low, and I don't know how much lower I can go. So I went to my baby begging money like crazy, but she wanna know what happened to the money she gave me. She broke. Good Lord, I'm pretty low, and I don't know how much lower I can go. Gotta try to find some penny. I can tell you right now, I didn't find too many. I'm broke. Oh Lord, I'm low, and I don't know how much lower I can go. Well, I ain't got no money, I don't know where it went. All I got in my pocket is a fist full of little. I'm broke. You know I'm pretty low, and I don't know how much lower I can go. Since the day that you born, when all the mother suckers just rolling and calling them broke. I do believe I'm low, and I don't know how much lower I can go. Well, I ain't got no money, I can't buy no beer. All I got in my pocket is a pair of bunny ears. I'm broke, oh, you know I'm low, and I don't know how much lower I can go. I said I'm broke. I mean, I'm low, I don't know how much lower I can go. Hey! Oh, yes. Oh, it's Mean Joe Green time. Yeah. That's one for the old people in the audience. So this is, I don't know if you know how historic this happening is, but this is being broadcast all over the world. This is a global telecast, save for a few exceptions, a few locales that are subject to blackout restrictions.
Albania?
Yeah, no, there. Yeah. Long Island, I think, is on the list.
That's on the list. Prunedale?
No, Prunedale. Everybody's watching in Prunedale.
Okay.
The South London town of Croydon, I think.
Croydon, yeah.
1418 Colorado Boulevard. in Colorado, Denver, Colorado. You read Kurt Vonnegut? I'm told Trafalmador is off limits for this.
Trafalmador Square
production.
In London.
Yeah, exactly. And I understand that every house that was ever been used for any scene in any Matthew McConaughey movie is also off limits. They're not joining the show tonight. And the island of Vulcan Point in the Philippines, I think is off. Okay. It's nice, like when you talk about like when you're at a restaurant, like the fish is off tonight. Vulcan Point is off tonight. Hey, oh, this, I should tell you what the song is.
Yeah,
do you want to do Colonel Potter's Field?
Sure, let's do
Okay.
it. Yeah.
It's right here.
Okay, I'll look at it here.
It starts with a C. Well, it's 1, 2, 3, and I don't want to go, so don't peck me. I'm telling you so, oh, I'm emotionally destabilized, pigeon-toed and lazy-eyed, Can be trusted in the saddle, short of will in the heat of battle. I'm desperately status quo, inconsequential placebo, vanilla milk toast, sad sack, masculine and a man jack of all trades, plumbers, maids, no holidays and no parades, never burns, only fades. And when I am beyond what can be healed, just bury me in Colonel Potter's field. Now if you got to peck carefully, I'll just cut to quack and peck anyone but me, 'cause I ain't a hero and neither want to shot. So does you want to win or does you not? I'm just a desperately status quo, inconsequential placebo, vanilla milk toast, sad sack, master of none and a man jack of all trades, plumbers, maids, no holidays and no parades, never burns, only fades. And when I am beyond what can be healed, I'll bury me in Colonel Potter's field. Well, it's 1, 2, 3. I don't want to go, so don't beg me. I'm telling you so. I'm emotionally bifurcated, mono-dimensionally complicated. You say bark and I wag. I'm sure to wave the wrong flag. I'm desperately status quo, inconsequential placebo, vanilla milk toast, sad sack, master of none and a man jack of all trades, plumbers, maids, no holidays and no parades. And when I am beyond what can be healed, just bury me in Colonel Potter's field. All right. Hey, you. Little something for the Klinger fans in the house. Oh, that Klinger. Well, so we have a tradition, you know, when we do these shows, we have this big book full of stuff, and it's in alphabetical order, and we just keep flipping pages until we find something that we don't remember how to play, and then we play it. So we see how it goes. It's how we keep the act fresh. You know, when you've been on the cocktail circuit together for a long time, you know, there's only so many shrimp cocktail sauces you could share in a Winnebago before you get a little uncomfortable with each other, you know. And everything starts to get rote, you know. You just get on stage together and you tell the same jokes and you start to share the same body spray and things like that. So, you know, we keep separate body spray, you know, just so that our odor, in case we're ever in a situation where people recognize you through smell, we want to be distinct, you know.
Putting the stink in distinct.
I thought we had an arrangement with his microphone.
Oh, yeah. Putting the stink in distinct.
No, I meant the other way with the microphone.
Oh, okay.
Off was what I was
It is off. Hey, what do we got next?
It is off.
Oh, I have a deeper blue next.
Oh, all right.
Unless you wanted something else.
No, we can do that. See, this is the shit I got to deal with, man. Right? But I'll get him back into Winnebago tonight. I'll slip Axe body spray into his mouthwash. That'll show him. All right. Well, it's called a deeper blue, apparently.
Yeah, this has got power chords in it.
It's apparently what we're going to do. You're no savior coming down the mountain, stealing my change, right back out the fountain. Don't you call my name, don't you walk my flow. I dump my candle so you can darken my door. And you jump the turnstile with no token. Another little law you broken. A little white lie was spoken. Turns a deeper blue. A little bit like you, a deeper blue, a little bit like you. Don't you walk my flow? I dump my candle so you can darken my door. Oh, and you jumped a turnstile with no token. No little law you broken. A little white lie was spoken. Turns a deeper blue, a little bit like you, a deeper blue, a little bit like you. There we go. There we go. Thank you. How's the sound in here? Everything is okay? These people are so good here. They're so very talented, but I can't see any of you. It just looked like a big wall of sadness.
It might be because you're wearing sunglasses.
No, it's dark.
You sure?
It's very it's destabilizing. Is what it is. It's really it's a little bit like
A South American economy?
wow. Well, we've been moving to the political section of the proceedings now, which is why we're going to do a song about religion.
Oh, yeah.
Because as we all know, that's a mutually symbiotic, beneficial relationship. Right? You know, a little bit from the Catholics, right? A little bit from the Rastafarians. A little bit from the Society of Ecclesiastical Anarchists, who are sponsoring the show tonight, by the way. Yeah. No, it's It's true. It's we couldn't do this without sponsors. It's really a critical part of the show. Amongst other sponsors is the Tri-Binary Allyship and Advocacy Organization of Saginaw. They pitched in a little money tonight.
I don't think they sent anybody.
Saginaw is a hotspot of political leftism, in case you've never been there before. I think the West German advocates for reverse osmosis chipped in a little bit.
What is the town for lefty Frizzell's? Saginaw, Michigan.
I think Lefty,
do the
actually,
tune?
Lefty Frizzell's daughter actually is relevant to the one I was going to say next. She went to high school at Potomac Valley County let me get this right. It's the Potomac Valley Memorial High School. She was a member of the Flag Line.
And you know this how?
Well, because they're one of the sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Like, are you not following along?
There's a lot of acronyms. Hyphens. Not good with the hyphens.
Oh, yeah. So this is a song called ERGBE.
Okay.
No, I've got that wrong. In case you do that little thing that you guys did on the show last time where you put the funny words down below, right? I think that's what got us banned. I think you actually put some profanities in the little bottom thing. What's that called? Well, I know. See, I'm not up on hip film lingo. What is that thing that you put? What is it? Cap. I know what a caption is. I'm talking about hip lingo. Lower third caption. You have a rotary phone at home? Fucking caption. Anyway, let me just crank up the microphone to get enough power to get through this song. No, I know you did that in a good spirit. I appreciate it. That's like when your grandmother tries to help you with the crossword puzzle, you know. She means well, you know. Let me just get my note. And there we go. In the cold light of the morning, I'm going up over the hill. If first shot don't kill me, then I know the last one will. It's a Judas Jubilee. It's a falling filigree. Oh, everybody got religion but me. Oh, my Lord. Oh, everybody got religion but me. And what do you know, my blue-eyed son? And what do you know, my darling young one? I know a tailor with no thread. I know a baker who got no bread. Well, I know a cobbler with no L's. I know some folks that don't hardly know themselves. But that ain't me, babe. That ain't me. Oh, that ain't me, babe. No, that ain't me. 'Cause in the cold light of the morning, I'm going up over the hill. If first shot don't kill me, then I know the last one will. It's a Judas Jubilee. It's all in filigree. Oh, everybody got religion but me. Oh, my Lord. Oh, everybody got religion but me. And what do you know, my darling young one? And what do you know, my blue-eyed son? I know a banker got no cash. I know a woodsman who got no axe. Well, I know a cabinet maker with no shells. I know some folks that don't hardly know themselves. But that ain't me, babe. No, that ain't me. So that ain't me, babe. Oh, that ain't me. Cold in the cold light of the morning, I'm going up over the hill. If first shot don't kill me, then I know the last one will. It's a Judas Jubilee. It's all in filigree. Oh, everybody got religion but me. Oh, my Lord. Oh, everybody got religion but me. And what do you know, my blue-eyed son? And what do you know, my darling young one? I know a driver who got no car. I know a barkeep with no bar. Well, I know a drinker trying to make his 12s. I know some folks that don't hardly know themselves. But that ain't me, babe. No, that ain't me. That ain't me, babe. That ain't me. 'Cause in the cold light of the morning, well, I'm going up over the hill. If a shot don't kill me, then I know the last one will. Oh, everybody got religion but me. Oh my Lord. Oh, everybody got religion but me. And what do you know, my darling young one? Oh, what do you know, my blue-eyed son? Well, I know a trucker who got no truck. I know a gambler who got no luck. Well, I know a witch which lost her spells. I know some folks that don't hardly know themselves. But that ain't me, babe. No, that ain't me. Oh, I said ain't me, babe. Oh, that ain't me. I cold in the cold light of the morning. I'm gonna blow the hill. If first shot don't kill me, and I know the last one will. It's the Judas Jubilee. It's all that fella agree. Oh, everybody got religion but me. Oh my Lord. Oh, everybody got religion but me. And what do you know, my blue-eyed son? And what do you know, my darling young one? Well, I know the writer who wrote these rhymes. I know the singer who sung these lines. And I know he did it for love, not wealth. But I know some folks that don't hardly know themselves. But that ain't me, babe. That ain't me. No, that ain't me, babe. That ain't me. 'Cause in the cold light of the morning, I'm gonna over the hill. If first I don't kill me low, then I know the last one will. It's a Judas Jubilee. It's a fallen filigree. Oh, everybody got religion but me. Oh my Lord. Oh, everybody got religion but me. All right. Now we warming up. Now we warming up.
Oh, you want to do that one before the Moe's?
The who? Man, we're like 8 songs past that, man. You can't. My car doesn't have reverse. Right? I'm up to High Hopes already, man. I'm just flipping. You want to do High Hopes? Or Hong Kong? Let's do Hong Kong. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, but that's a little bit kind of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, High Hopes is different. High Hopes. Okay. All right. I'll have to make a left turn and then turn around again and go straight forward back.
One of the drawbacks of not having a set list is sometimes you think about doing another cool tune and it's exactly the same tempo. But that's the joy of the spontaneity.
Man, you really know how to suck the air out of me.
I really do, don't I?
You know what would be cool? You know what we should do with you?
What?
Is give you like a hidden store of helium balloons. So every time you have something to say, you just take a little hit on that first. And then you make, you need to take the spontaneity out of the joy. Now that shit would be funny, right? It's really about the spontaneity. And about the spontaneity. Man, I think I pulled a muscle.
Sometimes I feel like I'm Harvey Korman on the Carol Burnett show, just trying not to laugh at Tim Conway.
Who was the one who said captions? You know what he's talking about, right? Harvey Korman, am I right? Oh, Harvey Korman. Harvey Korman. You guys have any balloons here? That'd be good, man. That'd be fun. Do a whole set on balloons. It'd be like, we'd be like subversive. It'd be like those Rocky and Bullwinkle cartoons, like really seemingly sweet, but really like, you know, Alvin and the Fuck Monks. Like, you got any money? Man, I gotta get out of this. Yeah, you know, it's like method actors talk about getting lost in a character. You know, that's what's happening to me. Got my backpack, rucksack down to the train track, popping like a tech-tack, chopping like a lumberjack, baby. I catch the Katy, and I don't need the mule to ride. I mean, I don't need the mule to ride. Nami, soy, hobo, koi, con, lobo. Everywhere that I go, signs out the window. No trespassing, got me laughing. Cause this is all for you and me. I mean, the land was made for you and me. We got high hopes, all them pie in the sky hopes. And we'll walk on a tight rope like children on jump ropes. And they're counting out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 high hopes. Motorcycles and men, cigars, stole Indian, drunker than a citizen, bringing it all back home again, baby. Baby, well, I will have you for me, I mean, baby, baby, I'll have you. We got high hopes, all that pie in the sky hopes, and we're walking a tight rope like treading on jump ropes, and we counting out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 high hopes. On a thumb and a prayer man, weeping everywhere, man, from Cali to Connecticut, prevailing on the etiquette of candles in the windows. And when the wind blows, we'll be dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. But we got high hopes, all them pie in the sky hopes. And we're walking that tight rope like children on jump ropes. And we counting out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 high hopes. That's it? Thank you. Was that?
You had some drama.
Yeah, it was to pregnant pause. Okay, I see what kind of crowd we have here. We just say something about
Weird, but it was.
say something about pregnancy and everybody gets titillated. Like, oh, did he say that? You know how that happens, don't you? Two people who love each other very much are sitting on a couch, each looking at their phones. And the pervert neighbor slips a condom through the mailbox. Did that happen to you?
Maybe it has.
Maybe it has. Like, I'm not telling. Some secrets are going to the grave with Ahab.
Oh, yeah.
This is the story of an unfortunate man who got arrested down in old Hong Kong. He got 20 years of privilege taken away from him when he kicked old Buddha's corner. And now he's popping up here just to raise the price of a ticket to the land of the free. Well, it says his home's in Frisco, well, it's in the rice, but really, it's in Tennessee. That's what it said. that's what he said. I need someone to love me. Well, I need somebody to carry me home to San Francisco and bury my body there. I need someone to lend me a $50 bill, and then I will leave Hong Kong far behind me for happiness once again. I want somebody to believe I've got a yen to see that begging. Oh, but every time I try to leave, sweet opium won't let me fly away. Hey, I need someone to love me. Oh, I need somebody to carry me home to San Francisco and bury my body. This is the story of an unfortunate man who got arrested down in old Hong Kong. Only got 20 years of privilege taken away from him when he kicked old Buddha's gone. There we go. Where'd we go?
Oh, wait.
I like when with
there we are.
like with a baby. Like, oh, there you are.
I believe that was a Hoagie Carmichael.
That is a Hoagie Carmichael tune. It is indeed. All right, here we go. We're gonna flip through the. Let's see. We did those. We're gonna try. See, now the thing is now that
hot
we're.
plate. Hot plate. See, hot plate.
Oh, hot plate. Oh yeah. You're just not quite fast enough, Ahab. You gotta see. You gotta. If we're gonna do this together, you have to watch the rhythm of my page flipping. Do it like we rehearsed it.
Okay. But we didn't rehearse it.
Can we preserve the flavor? Can I have a pony? This song is called Hot Plate Kitchen.
It's a very romantic piece, actually. Contrary to the jokes that we make about prophylactics in your mailbox, it's a very innocent show, actually. It's family friendly. We started this at Epcot Center, actually. It was a little more involved, Over the years, it's been kind of a deconstruction. We started out with Local 142 from Lapland, pipe fitters. Used to come and do like a kind of like a metal clanging sort of thing with us. Support your union. They're sponsoring the show tonight. Local 142 from Lapland.
They've stuck with us for over 20 years.
Yeah. Well, you don't go into pipe fitting lightly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you got to be in it for the long haul. When you're in pipe fitting. Yeah, so we did that at Epcot for a long time, with the pipe fitters, and then we evolved into like Westside Sheiks on ice, which was pretty cool. But the insurance was a bitch; it was really expensive. So we just kept trimming it back down, and here we are now. We want to really be with you, the people that we can't see. It's the intimacy of not knowing who you are or where you are that's really special to us. See, now you can't just, it takes years, you know what I'm saying, to get that kind of fucking, we did that. We used to do that on the ice. We'd clip our blades together. Right. You see that? You could just tell, right? Like by the way I move, you could just tell I'm a figure skater, right? I don't need much to be happy. Just you acting in my play. So's to strengthen the walls that I've been building in the way of the widening roads leading off into the gray. Load is powerful hard just to make it through an ordinary day, but a little bit of dreaming don't hurt about it much. I ain't got no money, honey, but listen up. I got a hot plate kitchen and a candle chandelier and a dormitory fridge full of champagne beer. We'll have a little space heater and a radio, TV, and a sleeping bag blanket over you and me. Now everybody is white about the same thing, but there's very little difference how we fell. A poor man dies just a little bit, while a rich man does it on a much bigger scale. But a little bit of training don't hurt about it much. No, I ain't got no money, honey, but listen up. I got this hot plate kitchen and a candle chandelier and a dormitory fridge full of champagne beer. We'll have that little space heater and a radio, TV, and a sleeping bag blanket over you and me. Late day anime, get your gun and run, girl. You're every woman in the world. Oh, Raggedy Ann, lend a hand like Caledonia can, girl. You're every woman in the world. It's me. Now I was born to a purpose, higher than what I could do. But you can see now that I was not just drifting. I was just waiting for you. And a little bit of training don't hurt about it much. No, I ain't got no money, honey, but listen up. I got that hot plate kitchen and a candle chandelier and a dormitory fridge full of champagne beer. Where that little space heater and a radio, TV, and a sleeping bag blanket over you and me.
The audience participation.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there was.
What?
There was audience participation.
Oh, right. The clap.
That's how they bring them in.
That's how they show it. Right. They're very expressive.
That's how you draw them in.
Yeah, no, I know. Right? Yeah, it's like
Especially halfway.
it's a sort of feral magnetism, right? You know, like that cat smell?
That?
Like your body spray?
That was your body spray.
Yeah, you saw that coming, didn't you? Hey, let's do this one, because I don't remember it.
Good. Neither do I.
Okay.
Which one?
It's called Howlin' at the Moon.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember this
Howl
one?
or Howlin' at the Moon?
No, Howlin' at the Moon.
Oh, okay.
Not Howl. If it was howl, it would just say howl.
Okay.
See?
There's two things. Oh, there it
You
is.
see, it's got
Okay.
3 more words after it.
Yeah, okay. All my strings are dangling down.
Would you like to do a little reading of the lyric for everybody so we can follow along?
No, I'll let you do that.
No? All my strings are dangling down like a marionetted clown. And if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then please don't bring them around. Oh, don't bring me down. You know my dog barks from his chest, babe, every midnight by the moon. And you know my heart breaks in my chest, babe, every time I hear that tune. I'm always howling at the moon. Now, it's a fingernail-polished town, and there's a dandelion in my crown. And in the wee small hours, why have all the flowers gone into the underground? I've been up so long, it looks like down. And then the chorus again, which you can just imagine in your head right now. I'm not going to tell you the last verse because I want to build up a little expectation, and now that you have it all memorized, it's going to be anticlimactic. So we'll, you know, it's like wearing a thong. You know, you need to leave a little something private. I'm wearing a thong. We're doing boudoir photography after this.
I don't want to know.
Ahab called me and said, I'm bringing a photographer. And I said, I'm going to wear a thong. I want you to still want me. That's disgusting. You can't sleep with somebody who uses Axe body spray. You get a rash. And then you have to put on salve. Salve is not sexy. Let's just get out with that right now. Okay, salve is not sexy. Put that in the lower third. See, I thought that's what when you refer to the South, you know, like the political voting bloc, the lower third, right? Okay, let what you hear, we try this. All my strings are dangling down like a marionetted clown. And if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, please don't bring them around. Oh, baby, don't you bring me down. And you know my dog barks from his chest, babe, every midnight by the moon. And you know my heart breaks in my chest, babe. Oh, every time I hear that tune, I'm always howling at the moon. And there's a fingernail polished town, and there's a dandelion in my crown. And in the wee small hours, why have all the flowers gone into the underground? I've been up so long I look like down. And you know my dog barks from his chest, babe, every midnight by the moon. And you know my heart breaks in my chest, babe. Oh, every time I hear that tune, I'm always howling at the moon. Go ahead, man. What? And you's a no good bartend clown at the crossroads sinking down. And And if it's a show you're trading, you better hope Satan like the high-low sun sound, or he'll be praying on the old campground. And you know my dog barks from his chest, babe. Oh, every midnight, by the moon, and you know my heart breaks, oh, in my chest, babe. Oh, every time I hear that tune, I'm always howling at the moon. Mr. Ahab on the piano. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, so now, here, we've done this a few times now. I will start flipping the pages. Oh, okay. And you say something that's coming up, okay?
Coming up, Paul McCartney, 1980. #1 hit.
Blah. I don't like Paul McCartney.
Whenever I want to annoy Preach, I bring up the Beatles.
Yeah. Blah. I don't like Paul McCartney. He waxy. How about I Ain't No Trouble?
Sure.
We haven't done that in ages. This is by Paul McCartney. No, you know, people ask me about Paul McCartney all the time and say, how come he's always recording your songs? I said, I don't know, man. The dude just digs what I do. You know, they're like, why? It doesn't seem like he does it anymore. I said, well, I've done all I can for him at this point.
There's only so much you can do.
Right? You know, he's a greedy bastard. How much money do you really need? You know what I'm saying? It's because he's English, you know, to have an inferiority complex. What do you mean? You eat baked beans for breakfast your whole life? Your fucking colon's all fucked up. You know? And that gets to you after a while. Like you just, you know, you walking around for weeks and you feel like you gotta, you know, defecate? What, is that okay? I don't want to run afoul of Google again.
I think you already did.
Well, all I'm saying is Paul McCartney's colon is fucked up.
Which is why he doesn't record your songs.
Exactly, right? Anyway, this is something from the duets, the outtake from the Michael Jackson, Paul McCartney duets. You may remember those? Where's the caption lady? You remember that song, right? I don't know what you look like. For all I know, you're probably like 8'2" and you're carrying a cricket bat and you're English. You're just ready to whoop on me, man. You know, Paul McCartney played my birthday party. Anyway, I Ain't No Trouble. I'm gonna get sued. Is what's gonna happen. You know. I be your helper, monkey, dusk till dawn. You know I clean up after everybody's gone, and I ain't no trouble, and I'm glad you work for my keep. I carry water, yes, and chop your wood. I go better than your best man could, and I ain't no trouble, and I'm glad you work for my keep. I work my way from a bungalow out west to a railroad in Brooklyn without stopping to rest. I'm just counting the days until I'm counting sheep. Lord, and I ain't no trouble, and I'm glad you work for my keep. My grandpa's pappy was a railroad man, and his last track ended my grandpa's began, and I ain't no trouble, and I'm glad you work for my keep. Now my grandpa and my dad, they both took the same turn, men of land born, but men of letters learned, and I ain't no trouble, and I'm glad you work for my keep. I worked my way from a bungalow out west to a railroad in Brooklyn without stopping to rest. I count one step at a time so it don't seem so steep. Lord, and I ain't no trouble, and I'm glad to work for my keep. keep. Well, we got songs in our throat and we got coal in our spit. Oh, you know I wrote a poem about a pony in a pit. Lord, and I ain't no trouble and I'm glad to work on my keep. I work my way from a bungalow out west to a railroad in Brooklyn without stopping to rest. Oh, I'm eschewing the shore so I can dig in deep. And I ain't no trouble and I'm glad to work on my keep. You can really feel that McCartney-esque harmonic sophistication throughout that piece, you know. Oh, see, does anybody have any salve? This is purely coincidence. It just happened to be where I turned to in the book, but it's a song called "I Hate a Man Like You."
Oh, yeah.
Just coincidence. I hate a man like you. Don't like the things you do. When I first met you, I thought you was right. You married me, stayed out the first night. Do you think you traded your wifey right? Oh Lord, I hate a man like you. I hate a man like you. Don't like the things you do. They like love, you always can't tell. You trying to make trouble, you want to get me in jail. But you won't even come and go my bail. Out loud, I hate a man like you. I have a man like you. I don't like them things you do. You walk around with a switch and a ride. You shooting dice, you always playing cards. While I bring the money home from the rich folk yard. Out loud, I had a man like you. I had a man like you. I can't stand them things you do. You eating and drinking, you sitting at the end, you grinning in my face and winking at my friend. And when my back a turn, you like a rooster to a hen. Out loud, I had a man like you.
That was another Victoria Spivey. Is that how you pronounce it? Spivey?
No, it's pronounced
I'm not going to get the right answer now.
Smith.
Smith, thank you. Victoria Smith Spivey.
Yeah. Well, it's spelled Spivey, but it's pronounced Smith.
Okay.
You're awfully easy to fool, you know.
So you think.
It's right. Oh yeah. Oh right. Yeah. Good
yeah.
point. You want to do is you is?
Is you is, sure.
All right. Do you want to do is you is? That's kind of cryptic.
Is you is. All right.
Yeah. It's
This
like
is a song by Louis Jourdain, not to be
Yeah.
confused with the French actor of the same name.
I don't think we were confusing anything French at that moment, just for the record.
Some people were.
not that Pepe Le Pew thing.
Saginaw, think of the people in Saginaw, preach.
They're indigenous people in Saginaw. That's where that comes from.
Ah, okay.
Which reminds me, actually, that's another sponsor of the show tonight.
The indigenous-
Canada.
Okay. I thought it was the indigenous peoples of Saginaw.
No, Canada.
Okay.
Justin Trudeau's here tonight, I think.
He was.
I can't see anybody out there, but Justin, are you here? Oui. Oh, see. I got a guy who's always late. Anytime we have a date, but I love her. Oh, yes, I love her. Mama walk up to her gate. See if I can't get her straight, 'cause I want her. Oh, I got to ask her, well, is you with or with you ain't my baby? The way you acting lately make me down. Oh, you is still my baby, baby. I see my flame in your heart done gone out. Well, a woman is a creature that's always been strange. Just when you are sure of one, you find she make a change. Oh, now if you will, oh, if you ain't my baby. Maybe, baby, found somebody new. Oh, if my baby's still my baby true. A creature that's always a best right. Just when you are sure of one, you find you make a change. Oh, now if you will, oh, if you ain't my baby. Maybe, baby, found somebody new, Lord. Thank you very much. Thank you.
How are we doing on time? Is everybody bored?
Is anybody bored? Is that what you
I
asked?
mean, I don't know. Do they need
That's really what you.
restroom or
That's really what you want me to ask them.
That's why I'm saying it off.
Is anybody bored? Thank you.
Good.
I don't know what you're thinking about, man. Get it together, Ahab. That's all I'm saying. Okay, here we go again. Well, we're just doing a little flipping. Doing a little flipping. Let me flip. Let me flip. I don't like any of these songs.
Just don't remember them.
Well, that's a valid point. Who like me? I like that song. Lonesome Traveler. We haven't done that one in a while.
This one?
Lonesome Traveler.
No, we haven't.
You want to do that one?
Sure.
All right.
I only want to do the ones I don't remember.
Okay. We'll go back to the beginning of the book then.
We are the Westside Sheiks, named after the west side of Santa Cruz.
This is true.
And we've mostly played at Mission Street Barbecue, which has been 99% of our gigs. So we have basically done our thing there. So thank you, Boutiki, for letting us try to translate it to this stage.
This is kind of one of those moments where you've inadvertently, pulled back the curtain. Because remember the whole thing about how we started at Epcot with the Lapland pipe fitters?
But I didn't. We started at Epcot,
We're
but in
trying
Santa
to
Cruz.
we're trying to build up a mythology here, man. No, it's not. This is actually being filmed for VH1's Behind the Music series. And after we do this song, we'll get to the part where the drug abuse begins.
Yeah.
And then
And the fourth wives.
and one of us will be born again, and the other one won't, and this will cause near irreparable moral tension in the ensemble. But then through the kindly intervention of
Polygram Records.
a spirit animal, was what I was going to say, but yeah, Polygram Records. It turned it out that we were really famous in Nova Scotia. Interestingly enough, they're a sponsor. See how we just put that all together? You just, it's a really, what we're trying to do here tonight is create a completed circle. We're trying to connect the dots for you. We're trying to fill in body parts, adverbs, funny sounds that your body makes, and adjectives to kind of have it's like a spiritual Mad Libs is what we're.
Don't forget Salves.
Is what we're trying to do here. We're trying to spiritual Mad Libs. I feel like there's got metaphysical implications to that somehow. Did you say something about a banjo? Because I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. All right.
The annotated preacher boy.
The annotated. Yeah, well, this song is all about footnotes. It's a grammar song. It's for grammarians and people who are interested in manners. It's a wholesome song about having integrity, fidelity to an older era when we cared about each other and we conducted ourselves with dignity and we looked after one another. We didn't put condoms through the mail slot. Is that the right? Does that feel wholesome?
I think that was also very meaningful.
All right. On the street, dawn is descending. All the mascara, grease paint, and dirt. And the 6 o'clock shakes are just ending. And the bartender's got stains on her skirt. The tasty days have made way for silver. And the leaves are entombed in brass. And there's a junkie down backpacking Hitler writing his name in red lipstick on the grass. And the moon's got a saddle full of splinters. And the rain reminds you of home. Gamblers sleep in the parks in the winters and count chain links on the side of the road. their teeth at the tip top. And the lights in Vesuvio are dim. And Patrick's still looking for hemlock. Oh, but nobody's looking for him. And the last living heir of a princess keeps her rubies in an old pair of nylons. And the bounties of heaven are endless, shouts little Christ through his big orange pylon. And the moon's got a saddle full of splinters, and the rain reminds you of home. Gamblers sleep in the parks in the winters and count chain links by the side of the road. There's a silver keychain dagger and it's nicotine nails. On a saxophone crutch he staggers. Mr. Rooftop pelts down like hail. And lonesome travelers crash down. And Third Street surrounded by rust. Bums sleep on pillows of hash browns and leave angel silhouettes in the dust. And the moon's got a saddle full of splinters, and the rain reminds you of home. Gamblers sleep in the parks and the winters and count chain links by the side of the road. All right. Yeah, thank you. That's a depressing song. Hey, you want to do Melville's Blues?
Oh, wow, yeah.
This is a song I wrote for my great friend Jonathan Captain Ahab Dryden. He got that nickname when I first moved to Brooklyn, and he had gone to high school with my missus, and he was living out in Brooklyn. And my missus said, I think I know a guy who lives out here. You should call him. And I called him up. I said, hi, I think you had a crush on my wife. And that got us off on the right foot. And I said, I think, you went to high school with my wife, and we're in New York now. And she said, I could call you up. You're a real good musician, she said. And he said, oh, yeah, well, you should, come out. We do a softball game every Sunday. Come out to the softball game. And so I went to the softball game, and it was unbelievable. It was like the cream of the crop of the best, the best musicians you could ever hope to meet in your life in New York, all just, playing with the best people in town, and every night. But they were these guys were amazing. They played like 4 or 5 gigs a night, subway uptown, downtown, across to Brooklyn, up to Queens, back over to Manhattan, playing with everybody, But they were like teenagers. They just lived like little kids, They get up in the morning and put on their pajamas and eat like Cocoa Puffs and play video games, They were and they get really excited, like, you want to go have milkshakes for breakfast, And it was really exciting. But for the next many years, every musician I wanted to play with and hoped to play with was all at the softball game, and we did a lot of heckling, at the softball game. That was, you have to kind of find a way to fit in. You gotta find your thing, you know. And I was new, you know. So I thought, you know, if I just start swearing at everybody, I'll be accepted into the group soon, you know. So I was on the other team from John's team, and I used to heckle him from out in the field. I said, "Come on, Captain Ahab, the white whale awaits," which was a matter, you know, like the softball, it's a big white ball. Anyway, that's where it comes from. That's where Captain Ahab all comes from. Was from the Brooklyn softball game. And as much as I razz him, I'm really grateful to him. He's one of the best musicians I've ever met in my life, and he makes me try things that I don't believe I'm capable of doing, and I'm largely not capable of doing. But when I play with him, I aspire to be something better than I actually am, and it's a really kind of intimidatingly delightful feeling. And I'm also very grateful for all the people he introduced me to. His generosity has really been overwhelming over the years, and I've been very fortunate to get to know a lot of people and play with a lot of people and do a lot of things musically that I wouldn't have done if it hadn't been for my friend John Captain Ahab Dryden. And so I wrote this song for him. It's called Melville's Blues. Sail from California to the immigrant Isle with his 88 keys and his schoolboy smile. And he parked at the park and he set up in style, a half step towards diminished. After left of the door and it was there she blows, and that's all she wrote. We sail with Captain Ahab on that goddamn boat. People came and people went, half broke, all bent. Then came the winter of discontent between the devil and the deep blue sea. The good captain one time it was, there she blows, and that's all she wrote. We sailed with Captain Ahab on that goddamn boat. Shadow of the towers, he played the tower song for the Bowery bums trying to kick the gong. When the towers came down, everything went wrong. All the days were too short, the nights were too long, and it was there she blows, and that's all she wrote. We shared with Captain Ahab on that goddamn boat. California called him home, so the good captain sailed, and he bid farewell to the great white whale. And if you want to know the moral of the tale, there's a major melody in every minor scale, and it was there she blows, and that's all she wrote. We shared with Captain Ahab on that goddamn boat, and it was there she blows, and that's all she wrote. We said with Captain Ahab on that goddamn boat. There's one for the good captain. Thank you. Thank you very much. In all honesty, is everything okay out there? You guys all right? Good. Yeah, this is good. You didn't waste your money? Oh, hey, we haven't did this one in a while. This is the debut record from the Westside Sheiks. Has a picture of a boxer on the cover of it, kind of up against the ropes, and there's a little bubble. Thank you for the visualization.
There are CDs for sale, I believe.
Yeah, and they are. And he's saying, his little bubble says, "My nightmare is smarter than your daydream." And that's the name of the song. Get it up. Ring around the collar, pocket like a dollar. It's just ashes, man, you sleeping on the ground. But hey, tell man, I got me a fellow with a Mississippi chic sound. Now I scream, you scream, I'm on the away team. My nightmare is smarter than your daydream. On the bus go around and around, so rise and shine and make a mournful sound. Good morning, good morning, good morning, how are you? I hope you don't suffer through the same blues I do now. I scream, you scream, I'm on the away team. My nightmare is smarter than your day. Twinkle now, little star, I wanna wear in the hell this old world you are. 'Cause that man don't allow no foul playing here, and I still like $8 for to buy me a beer now. I scream, you scream, I'm on the away team. My nightmare is smarter than your daydream. Collar, pocket like a dollar. Here's the sash, man, you're sleeping on the ground. But hey, tell man, I got me a fat with a Mississippi chic sound. When I scream, you scream, I'm on the way team. My nightmare. That's it. Just like we rehearsed it. Yeah. Just like we rehearsed it. How we doing on time? Because we got a big thing in here that we got to make sure we get to. It's really important. How we doing on time? Time? Anybody? Good. That doesn't really help, but thank you.
So, I mean, we have 87 songs. So
Yeah.
I think we kind of need to know.
Like, are we after like 2 songs? Two more? Jeez. All right. Well, then this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the audience participation. So, like I said, we always try and do something, that we don't know. And
We learned that at Epcot.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for getting back onto the theme.
Microphone.
So the best way to ensure that we're doing something that we don't know how to do is to do a brand new song that we've never played before, and he's never even heard it before, and I don't remember it because I just wrote it. But it has audience participation. Can I have a volunteer, please? Can you hand these out? Because you had to somebody. Can somebody come, please?
We can't see anybody, so
Here.
just come and grab. Oh, there's a hand.
So you could take if there's anybody still here, because I don't fucking know.
I hear things.
But you'll see there's a little. The song's called "Spit Like a Llama," not my first rodeo. Okay, and there's a line in here that said, "Kick like a mule, spit like a llama." Okay, and I put with Sharpie, I put a little arrow there so you know what's going on. Okay, so when we get to that part, you just have to say, kick like a mule, spit like a llama. Okay. So while you're looking at the lyrics and just reminding yourself what's going on, I'll just take a quick moment. It's under spit. It's under spit. It's under S for spit. And it has a lot of syllables in this one, so you're gonna have to bear with me while I trip all over this. But this is one of those things where, when you're old and you're talking to your grandchildren, you're gonna be like, we were there when this song debuted, and we sang along. We had the part that he did. Now, while you're getting oriented, I'm just gonna remind myself how I did this. Okay, yeah, that's how it goes. Right?
The debut of Spit
Like
a
a
Llama.
Not my first rodeo.
Okay.
Okay? We'll go slow at first just to get everybody oriented. You good? Everybody got your paper? You following along? Yep. Okay, good. All right, we'll try this, okay? La, right? Okay. I talk like a wise man, act like a fool. Spit like a llama and cack like a mule. Go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, right around the sun. So will it go round in circle till the ride is done? Maybe I'm a sinner and maybe I'm a saint. What is I is, oh, is I ain't. It's a guessing game for two, so rock me, mama. Kick like a mule and spit like a llama. Hey, daddy, oh, this ain't my first rodeo. So you guys got that? We good? Yeah, okay. So now we're going to pick it up a little bit and see if we can do this together in unison, okay? Now I'm going to start at the beginning again so that we have a whole, we have continuity. That's what, like, when you're talking about things like the lower third and shit, continuity is a big concept. For those of us in the industry,
Learned at Epcot.
Okay, yeah, exactly. All right, so here we go. Spit like this is a big debut, man. This is your part. Now we're gonna hear you, because this is being broadcast all over the world, except for Vulcan Point Island, and Long Island,
and
Croydon, the South. Oh, and I forgot one. They blacked out in the lovely seaside Italian town of Ostiantica. They're not with us tonight, but they can watch the replay. So give it to them, right? Okay, here we go. You ready? I talk like a wise man, act like a fool. Spit like a llama and kick like a mule. Go eeny, miny, mo, oh, right around the sun. So will it go around in circle till the ride is done? And maybe I'm a sinner and maybe I'm a saint. What is I is, oh, is I ain't. It's a guessing game for two, so rock me, mama. Kick like a mule and spit like a llama. Hey, that's oh, yeah. This ain't my first rodeo. All right, we doing it. I can walk to walk and I can talk to talk. I got eyelashes like a llama and eyes like a hawk. I wear a ring around the rosy like Gollum with a ring till the bob hit my socks with the truncheon thing. Some folks do the butt, some do the straight cat strut. But when the wolf do the do, he get my crew for the cut. I wear a suit for a tux, I wear a suit for pajama. Kick like a mule and spit like a llama. Hey, that's it, oh. Oh, this ain't my first rodeo. Yeah, man. I'm so far behind that on future tense. Like a llama, like lanolin, I like sense. Like young Robert Johnson, I think I like a nickel. I can't take it anymore. Like taxi driving Travis Bickle in a pickle. I'm a piper in a pit, I am a viper. I can vacillate in time like a windshield wiper. When my brother went to Oxford, all I got was this comma. Kick like a mule and spit like a llama. Hey, that tail, this ain't my buzz rodeo. I heard Neil Young sing Ride My Llama on some AM station. Tom Waits sang Get Behind the Mule on Mule Variations. I think Fish has a track called Llama, am I wrong? But then who the fuck cares about a Fish song? Like Richard Gere, I give up fame for the Dalai Lama. Like a child of the 80s, I can rickroll your mama. Some say Bananarama, I say Banana-rama. Kick like a mule and spit like a llama. Hey, that tail, oh, this ain't my buzz rodeo. Lord, I say, that tail, oh, this ain't my fuzz rodeo. Did it.
That was a good day, bud.
That was lovely, people. Thank you
Did
so much.
help your immersive experience by having the lyrics to the song? Perhaps every show should be annotated.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. We don't give too much away. You know, we got
Your patter should be annotated.
We got to preserve.
The captions.
Oh, right. You've been waiting for this all night. You say, I'm going to get him back. I'm going to get
Caption this, preacher boy.
When he least expected, I'm going to be in there with another caption comment, and he going to look like an asshole. Okay, so tell you what. We'll make a deal. You won that round, right? Just don't hit me with the cricket bat out in the lobby, okay? And I'll mail you a can of baked beans. See, remember if you were following along in the show, doesn't that seem like a long time ago when we were talking about our friend Paul McCartney? Doesn't it? You're like, we were talking about Paul McCartney? Yeah, we were. Remember? The London thing and... No? All right. I remember it. Right. What are we doing? Oh, this is our theme song. It's called, when I used to live in Ireland, I lived in a little town in Ireland, and, the Irish have this reputation for arch poetic souls, But what we found is they're really literalists when it comes to naming conventions. And in our town, it was about 150 people in this little village in the west of Ireland, and there were 2 piers in the town, and they named them New Pier and Old Pier. That was it. And one of the things that we found a lot about the Irish. One, they don't like garlic. I mean, they'll eat an onion like an apple, but they don't like garlic. We were living there for like 6 months before we got a car, and we got this piece of crap little car, and we named it Porrick, which is like the country Irish. It's spelled like Padraig, but they pronounce it Porrick, and it's Irish for Patrick. And we got this crappy car, and we named it Porrick, and the brakes didn't work, and you had to drive on the other side of the road, from where in Ireland. So you haven't lived until you've tried to go around a roundabout on the wrong side of the road using your parking brake for a brake. It's dynamite, but. Just to show you how desperate we were for the taste of garlic. We would drive an hour and a half up the coast to get to Galway in this death trap car just so we could go to the Tesco and get some garlic and make some food with garlic in it. And the first night we did it, we made pasta sauce at home, and we were so happy. And then we walked down to the pub, and we literally got in the door, and like the whole room just recoiled, just back against the wall, We're like, what? And finally, one of our friends comes over. She's like, "What the fuck did you eat?" So they literally asked us to leave the pub, But the great thing about this village was the way the village, there's a coast road would come down from Galway and on the way to the Cliffs and Moher. And the sort of perplexing part about this little village was it would come to a T intersection and both roads said the coast road. It was baffling. And the old people in the summertime would just set up plastic chairs just at that intersection and take turns giving people wrong directions. It was like sport for them, you know. And the other thing we found out is that they don't do sarcasm. They'll lie like a motherfucker, but they don't do sarcasm, you know. And Americans, that's like a coping mechanism, you know. So we would be in there, and we would, you know, and it'd be like pouring rain out, you know. And then you go into the pub, and everybody would look at you, and you'd be like, "Yeah, pretty nice weather out there," you know, like an American. And they just look at you like, "What the fuck are you talking about? It's pouring rain out," you know. But then, you know, you ask them, like, what time is it? And they're like, I don't have a watch. And they're wearing a watch. Like, you can see the watch. And they'll just lie to you, you know. There was a guy, just to give you kind of the logic of this Irish town, there's a guy named Martin who was the mechanic in the town. And I'm not even making this part up. We overheard him. Some guy had parked his car in front of the where he had his little shop. And Martin was just a little guy, you know, had a big wife, and he was a little guy, and he was a drunk, and he would go on. He was bingy, you know. He would have like a 4-day binge in the pub until his big wife would come and drag him out, and then he'd have to sober up and go back to pretending he was a mechanic. And so I saw him out there one day, and the guy had his hood up, and Martin was looking at it, and he literally, this is the advice. They isolated the problem. They're like, this is the problem right here. And they were pointing to, like, you know, the catalytic converter or the battery, some essential piece of the car, you know. And they're pointing, I was like, this is the problem right here. And the guy said to him, what should we do with it? And Martin said, take it out. That was his advice. And so I don't even remember how it got on this. It was about literalism, right? It was literal naming conventions. Was that what we were talking about?
No sarcasm.
Right, okay. So the point I was trying to make was that the song, where the name of the band is the Westside Sheiks, and the name of the song is the Westside Sheiks. That was all the point I was actually trying to make. I just got a little lost along the way, you know. But what I really meant to say was that, you know, if you have one of those book library things in your neighborhood, you don't put drugs in it. Was what that wasn't what I meant to say. No, that's a metaphor, actually. That's a metaphor for making sure to say thank you to everybody who works at Art Boutiki before you leave tonight, because this place is fucking awesome. This is like real deal, you know. It's so vibey in here, and the people here are so cool, and they're so professional, and they do such a good job, and it's a really wonderful place to see a show, and we really are very honored to be here. So, you know, what I'm trying to say is don't read digital books. And if you buy a phone, use an atlas. Don't use Google Maps, because Google are assholes. They're bad. Did anybody ever see that movie, Waiting for Guffman? Well, okay, so you know what I mean when I say Google are bastard people, right? Like, you bastard people, and I hate your ass face, right? That's so, like, I only have one movie quote in my head at any time. So if you tell me another one, that one goes out, and that other one comes in. So don't tell me any stupid shit about some Nora Ephron movie, because I'm trying to keep Waiting for Guffman in there, right? So, where were we? What did I do with your fucking... I have got to stop talking. What the fuck is wrong with me? That's a problem. You know, you give somebody, you know, come out of quarantine for 18 months, and they're like, hey, why don't you get on the microphone? Everybody will love it. It'll be great. Because you have all of that shit saved up for 18 months that you want to talk about. You can tell that stupid Irish story that the rest of us have heard for 100 times. Right. So what I was trying to say this is a song by the Westside Sheiks, and it's called the Westside Sheiks. Whilst the town sad-eyed clowns with tears on white cheeks, they walk the streets, all done up in grace, to Westside Sheiks. Along the show. Troubadours like old antiques. They walked the creeks for 8 weeks. The Westside Sheiks. Then we're sitting on top of the world with crossed legs. We can't afford the blues, so boys, let's beg and borrow from the wettos on their peaks. The Westside Sheiks swinging rhymes in double time. They double speak. They swear blue streaks and wet their beaks to Westside Sheiks. And on time of the world with crossed legs, we can't afford to lose. So boys, well, let's beg and borrow from the wettos on their peaks. The Westside Sheiks, west of town. There's a sound, it's right up on Michigan Street. It's Pompadour Lake and Dust Bowl Bleak. It's the Westside Sheiks. You know it's Pompadour Sleek, Dust Bowl Bleak. It's the Westside Sheiks. Although it's Pompadour Sleek and Dust Bowl Bleak, it's the Westside.
Our Boutiki. Thank you all very much. Have a lovely night.
Thank you so much.